Ooh, I'm on live on the book. Okay. So I don't know if it's a title up here. I haven't went live before, but if you see it, then you know. But if you don't see it, today we are going to talk about parenting while on a self-growth journey, and I'm going to have my little sis on here, Avanti. All right, and let me figure this out, y'all. Hold on. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I believe she's connecting now, so I'm excited. Yay.
You
There
hear
we
me?
go. We here.
Uh,
We here. Hey, I'm excited
Me too.
to be on here. Okay. So I already let everyone know, but I'll let them know again. I don't know if it's a title. Did you see a title whenever you were like trying to come on?
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't
the
remember.
title today, the topic we're talking about is parenting while on a self-growth journey. So if y'all don't know, I have two little ones over here.
Mhm.
And then sis,
My babies.
yes, okay. And then sis has one. So we're gonna
One and
talk
done.
about just our experience so far, what we have like learned, what we think is just like, useful for the community to know in this journey because it's a journey, y'all. Y'all already know. If you have kids, you already know, like, whew, it's a
I know.
lot. A lot.
And I'll start off by saying that I really my favorite thing about like being aware is really trying to like stop traumatizing the kids, like, and what really helps, I feel like, is recognizing your own trauma and stuff, whether it's like with your own parents or just your any type of childhood experience that you may have. um and to me it's like full circle because you really realize that, like, we all want the best for our kids, right? Like, so, like, I'm so passionate about my child living the best life that he can, the most peaceful, happiest life possible. And in order for him to do that, I have to minimize like all the trauma that he may endure, because that's going to directly affect his life and his happiness and his health and his well-being. And then I know that just through like my own experience of trying to like transmute all that childhood trauma. Not saying it was a lot for me, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying, just like being aware of it and changing it and realizing like, wow, like when I did that, when I recognized it and decided to be better and become a better person, then in turn I just had a better life. I'm able to create a better life. And it's important to me to really minimize that in all ways as I'm raising my son.
No, for real. I feel that it's like you just becoming more aware, which that's what I like to call this journey. This
Mm-hmm.
self growth journey is basically becoming more aware of everything about yourself, why you move the way you move, why
Yes.
you are doing certain things, what really affects you emotionally and, all different kind of ways, all different kind of ways. So
Mm-hmm.
just being able to learn that about yourself, and then now you're raising another little human who's eventually going to be an adult, and helping them to realize, like, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that, you don't have to be this. Like, I'm here to guide you. I'm here to guide
Mm-hmm.
you in your experience, as well as I'm like trying to help and guide myself. So it's just
Okay.
becoming more aware. But before pause, we're gonna pause on this, y'all. Pause. I got to put on some lip gloss, and if you do not know, now you know. Zena Cosmetics, okay, Zena Cosmetics. I'm gonna have to put
Girl,
advertisement in there. It wasn't gonna come right now, but the
but
lips are dry, okay.
they
The
need it.
lips are
They're
dry. They
thirsty.
need it, okay. So let me throw the advertisement in there. Hello, everyone. You're on my live, so you already know who I am. I'm Makia. I am the boss, the goddess, the one of Zena Cosmetics. That is ZEHNA Cosmetics.com. Go check out the website. It's all about holistic beauty, giving you what Mama Gaia gave us on this earth. I'm over here crafting it up in the lab with the hands, handmade products made with love, nurture, all that good stuff, positive energy. So
Right.
check it out, okay? Check it out. Zenna Cosmetics is my own little personal tube. I've been swatching it like all day, every day. So we almost out. So let me go put some of this on. But while I'm doing that, let them know, like, okay, whenever I guess you realize that you had to unlearn things, how did that change for like in your relationship with your child? Because I know, you know, like I said, for me, everybody who don't know, I have two. So they're raised completely kind of different. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like the oldest
like
one got, you know, a different experience than the little one. So you know, I feel like it's the same for you, even though you have one, it's still like you went through a transition. So I want to say, like, you know, basically talk about your experience, like when you realized that, how did you, I guess, feel? What did you think? Like, what was it for you?
I think it was like definitely a gradual realization, first of all, was just the fact that just noticing little things in me, looking at my own parents and seeing what they likely passed down to me, and just being aware of what affected me from my own parents, and then questioning myself, like, do I have any of those traits? Do I do any of those things that I didn't like? Or is there something I could be doing better than? And like, I know personally, I I needed I felt like I felt like I needed more patience, and I feel like we do forget that kids are kids. Like, they don't know nothing. Like, they so new to the world. They don't know nothing.
No,
you know what I'm saying? And we the ones that gotta teach them and show them.
exactly.
And but like, right. So like, knowing that and thinking on that, you know, brings me to say, like, I just keep that in mind on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because my child will remind me, like, when I'm getting on to him about something, I feel like, first of all, he be trying to use it as a shield, so he's gonna get trouble. But he be like, I'm just a kid.
Because
like, I didn't know.
they are so smart now. Like, this generation of kids are beyond like what we were. And it's just like, when you think about it, that's how it is every generation. Like, we become smarter,
right.
you know, like things as advanced, things are getting more advanced. They are as well. So they know what's going on.
Right. And that's how it's supposed to be. Like, we supposed to get better and better, like, at every level, like, whether it's personally or in society. Like, it's supposed to be like that. It should be, every generation is better than the last. You know what I'm saying? Because we should just be like aware enough and to realize the things that we could do better and make it better. You know, like,
exactly,
when you have a kid, you know, at some point, ideally, your kid is going to be here without you. And even when your kid grow up, you know, not even like at that point, but even when your kid grow up and they go out in life without you, like, you want to make sure that you have equipped them with all the right tools to be the best person that they can be. Exactly. So, but back to me, like, realizing that, you know, I was just realizing, like, it was just certain little things that I feel like I should be better at and should do better at, and then just actively try to do it, you know. And parenting is so much more than just like a physical job. Like, we teaching these kids how to be, and like, kids are so impressionable in their early years. Like, I want to say the most impressionable was like the first 5, but I mean, any, like, even like in adolescence, like all the way up, you know, they're super impressionable because their brain is developing. So whatever you're telling them and feeding them and doing, or even if you're not being direct, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess, like, what you're doing around them, what you say around them, like who you are as a person, they're just absorbing all of that, and they internalize it. And of course, we want to make sure that whatever they are absorbing from us is something good, it's something positive, and it's something that they're gonna feed off of and take from, you know, residually, like, even when we're not around them or not here. You know, that's like what the purpose.
And then,
you know
like, that little bit what you just said of, you know, passing it down even whenever we're not around them, that goes back to like a saying I done heard of basically, you know, how a child is raised and how they are at home, like what's the parenting situation and what's going on at home due to how they're acting when you're not around, you know. Hey, Keitha girl, Keitha
Hey
said,
girl, what's up?
oh, I love it. But yeah, you know, like you can tell, you know, with a child certain things based upon how they're acting. So, you
Yeah.
know, that's like you said, that's our job with making sure that we are
Hey Piggy.
realizing, hey girl. So that's just our job, just making sure that we are realizing, you know, I guess not really, I don't want to say our faults because, you know, I don't want to say anything that we're doing wrong is like a fault, like, oh, you know, that's just bad. But
Yeah.
just realizing basically things that you want to change, realizing things that you feel like isn't right or, you know, are right, you know, just basically putting them in
Yeah.
those categories and like and figuring out what you want to teach your child and what you don't want them to know, because like you said, they're looking at you, they're absorbing everything that you're doing and not doing. So really be that example, because
Right.
are looking at you as their role model. You are their ultimate role model. So being able to be on this journey, this self-growth journey, and, you know, realizing things about myself, I'm like, okay, so I don't have a lot of patience. I know I don't. And kids take a lot, a lot.
And
Okay.
dude, oh my
So,
gosh.
okay, so I'm gonna utilize all the tools I have that Mama Guidance gave me, that this earth and provided,
Yeah.
and I'm going to make sure that I provide them with the life that I always dreamt of and that I feel like is right for them. I want them to feel,
Right.
you know, just that ultimate happiness, love, joy. Not saying, you know, you don't feel that in your childhood, but you want to feel just like just that pure, unconditional
Yes.
love.
Genuine
Yeah,
security. Yeah.
genuine love, no matter how it comes. You know, if you have a lot of money or you don't have a
Right.
lot of money, you really just gotta make do with what you have
Mm-hmm.
and just make it a great experience for them, because
Right.
at the end of the day, we are building that foundation for what they are going to be for the future. It's all
Right.
us on, you know,
Mm-hmm.
how we want that to look.
Right. And on the flip side of that, like honestly, it takes so much responsibility to like it's so much responsibility on a person to be like a 24/7 role model.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you're being watched all the time by your
Oh,
kids. They're with you all the time, you know. And that is a lot of responsibility to have, and I keep that in mind too on the flip side, and just also just sympathize and have mercy with myself, because it do take a lot of patience, especially people with multiple kids. I
girl,
don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how y'all do
girl.
it.
That's
Like,
going back to, you remember whenever I brought up and I said, how did you feel whenever you like realize yourself on this
mm-hmm.
journey and realizing the stuff you want to change? Hold on, if you can hear this car. Y'all
It's
know.
okay, but you louder
Okay.
though, so
But yeah, like realizing that and just how it changed and just the relationship with, you know, your child. So let me go back
mm-hmm.
and like explain just a little bit, because it's like you say, even with people with two kids, like
Mm-hmm.
once I realized like what was going on, like, girl, you an adult now, like this person, these people beings are looking at you. And like
Yeah.
I said, that just changed a lot for myself, because with my first one, you already know, mama racing. Like I was working 2 jobs and going to school, so
Right.
that was her baby. So he was basically getting that type of like
Mm-hmm.
whatever for a good little minute.
Right.
And not saying that, you know, obviously I was there as well, like
Right.
doing
Right.
it, but just living under her and she's helping me as well. It's just like you're getting the same parenting I was getting. So once, you know, I moved out and I was still doing that, and then I realized like, hey, that's not how I want to parent. I want to parent differently. It was just like everything changed
Mm-hmm.
and my eyes just kind of opened up, and I realized like this is more so an understanding of like what does this child really needs, because we all have different needs and wants and desires and stuff like that.
Right.
So I had to realize like every child cannot be parented the same. Like every child
Mm-hmm.
is not the same. I like, even as people and adults and beings, we're all not the same. So
Mm-hmm.
it just like flipped where I had to really start sitting down and talking with him like, okay, so what is it that, you know, you like? What is it that you don't like? Even whenever he got in trouble, I asked him, so I don't want to whoop you, because, you know, like that's not how I want to parent, but what is it that is like something that you feel like you'll be really mad and upset about
Mm-hmm.
if I like take it away for a punishment, basically. And he said his game. So I'm like, period. Okay, you really letting me know, you're opening up to me to let me know exactly what will affect you, what will make you happy, sad, mad, yada, yada, yada. So I can make sure I parent you right without, you know, doing the whoopings and stuff like what we're used to. And not saying, don't get me wrong, kids need it. Some kids do need it, but it's a balance between gentle parenting and that type of parenting, which I love all my uncolored people, everybody, but gentle parenting for me is more on the white side. And then what we do, the whooping is the black side. So I want to balance that. I want to balance that.
Weak.
I mean, just put it out there. You already know.
I already know. That's funny, but I love that. I remember you telling me actually that you had asked him that. I forgot about that conversation you told me y'all had, which is honestly so cute. It's like he's setting up his own punishment and stuff, but that's so good though, because like y'all were able to get to like a common ground, that, and then I don't think we consider like our kids like as just like other people
little
in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they're humans too. Like, of course they have so much growth and so much to learn, but communication with them is like so important to like their life and their well-being, and to parenting. Like, communication is key to every single relationship there is. Like literally one, including with your kids. Like, we just be forgetting about the kids in that way. We don't look at kids like how I feel like we should, fully. And communicating with them in that way, like, teaches just so much. It teaches them so much on so many different levels. It teaches them how to communicate with other people. It teaches them how to communicate with you and open up to you. It makes them feel comfortable. It makes them feel loved and cared about, that their thoughts and opinions matter.
Being heard. Yeah, being heard.
For you to ask. So so that's really cool. So how do you feel like it's different with KK now?
So with her, it's just like whenever she came, I was on a whole different mindset. So it was like no whoopings, let's do things differently. And it really was, the main thing was like the whoopings, because I did not want to do that, because I feel like to a certain extent, which this is a whole nother story for a whole nother day, that's a little bit traumatizing whenever whenever it's done. And kids, like we say, we are trying to build them, like we are helping them grow. So why are we punishing somebody for doing something that they don't really understand? Like what, like, as whenever you get older and stuff and some things happen, don't get me wrong, sometimes that is necessary, but we got to understand they're still learning, they're still developing.
Right.
So I knew that was like the main thing with her I did not want to do. And just like really just, I guess, doing that gentle parenting more so, and trying to see how it works with just like more so talking to her and communicating with her at a young age, because I'm more aware. So even though she may be like 1 or 2, can't understand everything, I still want her to be able to express herself and do what she need to do and stuff like that. Even with the crying, if you're feeling sad, like, go ahead, I'm gonna let you have your moment, cry it out and stuff. But then it just get to the point where we're gonna have to stop that. It's balance, because we can't, like I said, I can't punish you because you don't understand, but I can like help you to understand and get to a common ground and get to that solution, so you won't have to act that way, or know how to like calm yourself down and just do that self-regulation type situation.
Right.
When it comes to just being not in a good mood, not getting what you want and stuff like that. So with the difference, it was just like really helping her to be just, what's the word? Just helping her to really understand, like, my emotions, I can express them, but it comes in a certain way. I need to do it in that moment and express it in that moment and get over it and kind of like move on, and not just harbor on the feelings and cry about it and just be really upset, because I feel like the oldest one kind of do that more so often than the little one, because it was just that me not understanding his needs and his wants until he got a little bit older, and then with her just kind of like doing that at a younger age to understand her better.
Right.
Yes.
Do you feel like it's a difference, like raising a boy versus a girl in that way?
Yes. Well, I don't necessarily in that way, because again, I only got one in the other, so I only did it once, and I was in 2 different mind states at the time. But even just so, raising a girl and a boy in general is different, because I feel like females develop quicker, which they say studies show that is true. And you know, and boys are different as well. So just raising them differently, I feel like it has its pros and cons, you know, with it due to the fact of how
Yeah.
different a girl and a boy can be and stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, a boy may need a little tap here and there because they are wild, you
That
know.
is
Boys
real
are
bad.
wild.
Real
And
bad.
yes, and don't get me wrong, like, you know, you can always have a girl be the same way and stuff, but when you really look at it, the majority, you know, it's like a boy is wild, a boy is adventurous, a boy's like gonna just do what he wants, and then a girl, on the other hand, she's more calm, cool, and collected,
Mm-hmm.
and just like to herself. But yeah, it's like I said, it's just crazy, like because it's still the beginning, you know, it's still the beginning of the
It
journey,
is. It
and
really is.
that's why I'm just like I'm happy to be here and know the things I know, but I know it's a
True.
lot more to come, especially as they get
Girl,
older as
yes.
well, and we
Yeah,
out
yeah.
like age and you know mature. I'm just like, yeah, this is
I know.
the journey. This is a journey.
Cause I'm just imagining like puberty, low key. That's why I'm glad I don't got no girl. Cause I always say like I feel like boys are harder than girls in the beginning because I feel like they just have so much energy and testosterone in that little body.
Yes,
And
they
just
need
be
to
going
use.
wild. But I feel like they end up mellowing out. And then I feel like the girls, it's like almost the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're so like cute and they just want to post up and be cute and stuff. And then
Yeah.
when they become teenagers, God, girl.
Already
Because
know,
I be thinking back on you and Mama.
girl.
Oh my God, girl, a mess. Like, and I'm just like looking like, but I wasn't, you know, too bad. But
Yes,
me and Mama was
everybody's
so much
different.
alike, right? But yes, and I'm just like, and that's a part of the reason too why I feel like I don't want no more is because of all this responsibility that it takes. It really takes so much, especially like if you are the type of person who really actively and consciously just trying to do better and like want better. You know what I'm saying? Like you care about it so much, and it just takes so much out of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to always be like on your P's and Q's because you just raising another person, and it's just like I don't know if I really care to be that much more responsible, you know, to a
No.
whole nother person, like for real. And that's why I feel like I'm just like I don't know if I want to, you know, I might feel different when I'm older and I feel like better equipped, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and more adequate. Then maybe I would feel differently about it. But that is a huge reason on why I'm just like I don't,
Yeah.
you
It's
know,
so
it's a part of
it's so much because like you said, you raising a whole nother human. So you telling me I gotta worry about taking a bath, cooking for myself, doing this and that, all
okay.
this for myself, and now I gotta do it for two other people. Like,
Yes,
oh my
girl. What?
god.
That's why when people be having multiple kids, like I really commend you, like for like I really commend.
Yes.
I ain't gonna say just the mamas, just the moms. You know what I'm saying? Because the daddies be the ones that be
Mm-hmm.
raising them. You know what I'm saying? Like I commend anybody who have even one child, but like multiple that you responsible for so many. You just have so much more responsibility, and I just respect that because one is just enough. One is too
Okay.
much. One is too
Okay.
much for me. But I'm doing it.
Overload.
But it feel like it's too much. And so
Yeah.
it's just yeah, like I can only imagine. And so, I tell you all the time, even though you only got one extra one than me, I tell you all the time, like, girl, like I commend you because, it's just I see the work that I have to put in even with just one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just I know it's a lot.
Yes, it is. It is. And that's why I'm like, it's just, I love just this journey of life altogether. Just raising kids. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even though, like you said, I don't know if now they say want some more. Right now I don't, but later on in the future, who knows? But just the journey of raising kids, the journey of just going through life itself and just realizing like what it's really all about, which is just love and understanding patience and balance, all that good stuff. You just
Right.
realize like, it's really about the simple things. It's really all about the simple things,
Mm-hmm.
not to
Yeah.
like not to
That.
overthink it, not to worry about it because everything happens for a reason. It happens for you. You are here to learn whatever you're supposed to learn from it and gather that experience.
Right.
So, I'm getting all the experience and knowledge from raising two
Mm-hmm.
kids.
I know, right? Like it really sounds so cliche when you say like, you know, you're teaching me so much, but like it's really true.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. I do sometimes wonder the person I would be if I didn't have any, but it's I feel like having one has just made me just gain more awareness just on myself. Like I was saying earlier, looking at like my own flaws as a parent, why they're there, you know, how can I change it? So
Mm-hmm.
like they really
Making
teach you
yourself
so
better.
much about yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Right.
just
They teach
like
so much about yourself.
they just make you better, and not necessarily say you have to have kids to be better. You can be better by doing anything, really just learning about yourself. And that's really like, honestly, can you still hear me? Because this other car crazy.
Yeah,
Can
I
you hear
can
me?
hear you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that's honestly like what I like thinking about all the time. Like, we are here to make ourselves better for these types of relationships, you know, as a parent, you know, as a relationship, as, you know, any type. Ever, we are here to just make ourselves better for, you know, just to grow and ascend for the next person, because whenever you are whole, you are happy, you are filled, then you can only just give that to the next person. And you definitely should do that, you know, before kids. But obviously, you know, things happen, so now it's like, okay, what can I do now in this moment? Like,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah,
the
that's the
past
next
is the
question.
past, you know, the
Right. Can't
future
change
isn't
it.
here, we in the present. So
Right.
it's like, what can I do in this moment to make myself better so my kids can be better and get better and do better and whatever else, you know, be better than I am, because that's all I want for them. I want them to have more than I have, you know, do more than I do, like experience all that good stuff. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I want you to have 2 more so that I don't have to, because those are like the closest. Those are like the closest to mine. So I need 2 more. I need you to pop out 2 more for me. For your
Look,
sister.
I can't promise that, sir. I can't promise that. You know, I already
Another
got my
girl,
2,
another
so
boy.
you got to add one more to the
No.
plan,
No.
and then we'll see who go out for the last one.
No. I don't
I
want
know it's
to.
just too much. It's too
I know.
much.
But I do want more. Like I really be having like baby fever, not personal baby fever. I still am strong on not, but I just be seeing folks' babies,
I
and
know.
I just be like,
He's so cute. They so cute. I gotta give them back.
I
I take
know,
them for a day, but I gotta
right?
give them
For
back.
real though, because I'm just like, okay, well, if I have another one, like eventually it's gonna get old and aggravating.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
like, I don't think I want to have no more, because I'm gonna get mad. At that point, I'm gonna be mad I made the decision,
No,
and
for
then
real.
I can't take it back.
For real. For real. No, be happy with where you at right now. It'll come.
I know, but then I'm just like, by the time I'm actually ready to have another one, the one I got now is gonna be too old. You know what I mean? Like
You
I'm just
starting all the way over.
exactly, and that's why I'm just like, I don't even think I should. If I'm having all these doubts, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like,
Because
just
that's
don't have it.
like
Just
right how
don't
you
have
feeling right now, you know, because you already know
it. Right.
right now that's a no-go.
In the midst of it.
Yeah. You already know, but later on in the future, you never know what your future self may want. So that's why I'm not even worried about it. Future self, think about that whenever it's time. Right now, no more. I gotta focus on what I need to focus on, which is make myself better, grow myself. You know, get through all my little insecurity, flaws, whatever, and just gain some strength in my life and on my
Right.
skill.
Okay, that's the ultimate goal.
Yes.
Always. In
Yes.
general.
Okay. No, for
Even
real.
with parents.
But no, that was it. You know, a little spill of this gentle parenting on a self growth journey. Yeah, we're gonna have tons more, because this was just like a little something. We have phone conversations all the time, and we told ourselves to like start getting on live, start recording them, because they be lit. Okay,
I know, right? It's like this probably seems super planned, but literally we call it. First of all, we talk all the time, and every time we on the phone, at the end of it, I'll be like, "Girl, we should have recorded this for a podcast." Like it really, the conversations really be given that naturally.
okay,
So,
okay, organic. Okay, they know. They already know. But
yeah.
first thing, let me show you like not really the makeup, but the jewels, girl, the jewels.
Yes,
Again,
girl, I seen it peeking through. I seen it peeking through. I love it. It's so cute.
Okay.
How do you apply it again? I forgot.
With lash glue. That's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute. I love
I
it.
know. I feel like a little gypsy.
I know, and it's really giving that. Like, it's so cute, especially with the curls over it, child.
Hey, Gero.
I like it.
Okay.
It's giving a peekaboo.
No, for real. Like, this is like the new style. I already feel it. Like, gypsy goddess, hippie gypsy goddess.
We are very much so in that era. I definitely see it.
Yes.
You know, but I love how it's like giving third eye energy. What's the third eye chakra called?
You said what?
What's the third eye chakra called?
What's the chakra called? Ajna, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look it over again. I cannot remember because you already know I be on the chakras. I gotta get back on my chakras, my Reiki, all of that good stuff. But again, y'all follow us on YouTube. We got the links somewhere. I don't know. We're gonna have to put them somewhere else. I don't know how this works. Okay, I don't know how this works. But yes, check us out because again, like we having all these good conversations on just life, and I would love to hear what everyone else has to say, what they think, what what their perspective on all of this, like with the gentle parenting and your self-growth journey. What have you learned? What's your thoughts and all that good stuff? Comment down below. Let me know. Follow us on all social media platforms, especially YouTube, because YouTube been getting these exclusives from me lately, y'all. Like all the info I've been dropping on YouTube, y'all better go subscribe to my YouTube right now because I'm gonna be over there for the most part. Like that's where I'm
that away.
Okay, and don't forget to check out my business, Zena Cosmetics, Zehna Cosmetics. The gloss, got it on. Okay, it came off a little bit, but we here. So check it out. Go to the website, www.zehna.cosmetics.com, ZenaCosmetics.com. Check it out, and I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful Saturday. And I hope you do too, sis. Enjoy your day. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
How we end this?